evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of DreamLens Films N Fotoz, welcome you all in this evening of DreamAwards 2019. Today, we are really honored and glad to have Mr. Sabyasachi Talukdar as the chief guest of this evening. Art seems to be simply a direct visual representation of the artist's expressions, thoughts, and mindset. And therefore, we assume that an artist's experiences can be portrayed through his piece of art. Every creation is a unique piece of art, portraying the skills and expertise of an artist. And this evening, we stand here to recognize and encourage the skills and the enthusiasm of not just photography, but art as a whole. This evening, DreamAwards aims to recognize the creative minds and provide a platform to showcase the talent of not just photographers, but as I say, the entire artist fraternity. This evening, we solely aim to boost and encourage the artists, the photographers, and photography as a profession. This evening, among us, as I mentioned, we have as our honorable chief guest, Mr. Sabyasachi Talukdar. Words fall short of him if we start to describe him. But he is a man who knows value of time and makes the best of it for the well-being of society at large. Publisher and editor by profession, but his passion lies in traveling the world and photographing and documenting. His interest in photography and documentary stretches from candid street moments to portraits and landscapes. He is also known as the photo critic who loves to analyze the photographs based on his experience. Not only associated with some of the reputed photographic brands, but has also been judging the Camarena Academy Annual Awards for the past 2 years, and also a mentor in APF Street Photography Forum. Those were just few of the golden feathers in his caps among the many. And today we are really honored and glad to have Mr. Sabyasachi Talukdar as our honorable chief guest this evening. To initiate this DreamAwards 2019, I would request Sir to kindly ignite the holy lamp.
that what was once a dream is being fulfilled now. We are grateful to our associates who helped us to turn the dream into reality. We welcome our associates, the Flashback, Canon, Goenka Brothers, Amar Canvas, the Forestra, Venue Partners, Blue Cabello, Entertainment, Event Partner, Chai Dalsing, Beverage Partner, RP Furniture Studio, Wedlock, and Dreamcraft. We are grateful to our media partners who were the medium to spread our motive and ideas to masses. We welcome our media partner, Khabar Samay, Himalaya Darpan, the Echo of India, Uttar Banga Sambhag, Public Nama, and Radio Misty 94.3 FM. We would sincerely thank our jury members, and we are deeply honored to welcome our jury, Mr. Rahul Basa. He is an entrepreneur, CEO of Amar Canvas. He has also been awarded the India Star Quad Award in Business by India Award in 2019. Mrs. Lopa Kundra Talukdar. She is a traveler and a documentary photographer who holds some renowned work. And she has also covered the FIFA World Cup 2018 in Russia. Mr. Chidlu Pletcha is a well-recognized senior photojournalist and has also been a jury member for the National Photography Awards. Mr. Surendra Pradhan is a renowned landscape photographer and is also a faculty of photography in the Inspiria Knowledge Campus. He has been bestowed with many awards for his extraordinary works in photography. Mr. Subrata Saha, he is a photo entrepreneur and owner of Spectrum. He is a pioneer of commercials in photography of North Bengal and Sikkim. Mr. Raja Punyani, he is a professor and well-known a poet, a writer, journalist, and also an artist. He is a whole package of constant creativity and depth of expression, who spared their valuable time to judge the entries despite their busy schedule. Last but not the least, we appreciate the effort of our talented wedding photographers who actively participated. I would like to congratulate the participants who made it to the nomination list, and I wish them all the best. May the best one wins. We are grateful to all the persons involved directly and indirectly to make this event a grand success. We welcome each and everyone present here to witness the one-of-its-kind Wedding Award Convention of North Bengal and Sikkim. And before I hand over to Ms. Windrilla, who will outline the day's event, I want to say once more on behalf of DreamLens Films N Fotoz, welcome. It's wonderful to see you all here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Since today we are recognizing and encouraging art, there is no better way to start this evening, this Dream Awards 2019, with another form of art. Therefore, I would like to request the dancers to initiate Dream Awards 2019 with a Nepali dance. Thank you so much. And now the time has arrived where we begin with the biggest wedding wall convention of the North Bengal and Sikkim. Talking about wedding, it takes months to plan for a wedding, sometimes even a year. Because wedding is not just about one thing. It's a constellation of various elements from cakes to decors to outfits, and the list just continues. And our first category is something regarding the details of the wedding. The category is named as the best wedding detail. In this category, we are trying to see how a picture portrays the small details of a wedding and portrays a story of the bride and the groom and the entire wedding through his pictures. Wedding, as I said, is a constellation of various elements, and this award is about those elements appreciating through the pictures taken by our photographers. For the same category, our nominations are Abhimanyu Pradhan, Vijendra Pradhan, Jona Guru, Nihal Ranjit Sarkar, Govinda Mazumdar, Vivek Shetty, Manav Ghosh. These are our nominations for the category Best Wedding Detail. And for doing the honors in the same category, I would request our guests to kindly come on stage. Miss Deepika Mittal. I would also request Miss Sweta Agarwal to kindly come on the stage. Miss Tejazel to kindly come on the stage. Miss Meenakshi Agarwal to kindly come on the stage. Mrs. Payal Saria to kindly come on the stage. These young females are the young entrepreneurs of Siliguri, and they are related with the field of event management. And for this same category, who knows better than our event managers? Because they are the ones to take care of each and every detail in a wedding. And now, I would request to kindly hand over the results for the category of Best Wedding Detail. In the category of Best Wedding Detail, the position of runner-up goes to Govinda Mazumdar. Congratulations, Govinda Mazumdar. Once secured the position of runners-up from the category Best Wedding Detail. If Govinda Mazumdar is not here, I would request any representative on his behalf to kindly collect the trophy from If Vijay Pradhan is not here, I will request a representative on his behalf to kindly collect the trophy and the certificate. Both our winners for the state category is not here. Therefore, we shall proceed. Since on the stage we have two young ladies from the field of event management, therefore I would request them to kindly share a few words on this evening about DreamAwards and about this initiative appreciating photography. I would request Ms. Stacy to kindly come and address the gathering.
Very good afternoon to everyone present here. I will take this opportunity to thank Mr. Rahul Sinha, DreamLens Films N Fotoz, and his entire team to organize this event because obviously we know how much it takes to put up a show. And photography being a very important part of what we do is because it enhances our work, it multiplies it 10 to 20 times, in fact 100 times. It is capturing the moment and bringing the best out of it. Thank you for the encouragement, it means a lot, and let's put forward some amazing work and show North Bengal what we can do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I request ma'am to kindly address the gathering once.
Hello, good evening everyone. Okay, so for me, event is something I feel it's an integral part in today's world because everybody wants something new. But what we do is completely, justified by the photographer, the way they click their pictures, the way they enhance every click and every detail. So I feel, okay. So yeah, big thanks to Rahul who has given this opportunity, who invited us, and to all of you, have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I will take the opportunity and request Mr. Rahul Sinha, the creative head of DreamLens, to kindly felicitate our guests for the evening. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I will request Mr. Rahul Sinha to kindly felicitate our sponsors for the evening, Khabar Samay online media partner. I will request one representative from Khabar Samay online media partner to kindly come on stage. Thank you so Sergeant Talukdar to kindly address the gathering.
Good evening, friends. Thank you so much, Mr. Rahul Sinha, for having me here today. Rahul, as I know him, is less of an entrepreneur and more of a dreamer. Here is a man who loves to dream and share the dream with others. That is why, I guess, his organization is called the DreamLens, and the event today, the DreamAwards 2019, celebrating and acknowledging the best of wedding photography in North Bengal and Sikkim. Let me clarify something at the onset. Although I represent Uttar Bongo Shambat, North Bengal's largest media house, I am basically media shy. When Rahul invited me to be the chief guest at today's event, I wasn't very sure. And he knows it. As I love to work behind the scene and not be in the spotlight. But then again, I could not say no to him, as photography, like for most of you here, is my love and passion as well. So here I am. As I understand, there are a whole lot of prizes and titles to be won today. I'm sure all of you are eager to know who the worthy winners are. To be honest, none of us are in photography to win prizes. Most of us practice it out of love and passion. Many have taken it up as a profession. But recognition is something that we all strive for, no matter how established we are professionally. So my heartiest congratulations to Rahul and his team for creating this platform and recognizing the work of wedding photographers from this region, the very people who work extremely hard, often behind the scene, to make memories last a lifetime. I'll be the first to admit that of all the genres of photography, wedding photography is something I'm not very conversant with. I've been asked to share my photographic experience, and that is what I will do, without being genre specific. Strangely, as I recall, Shiliguri always had a photographic connection for me. I am basically a self-taught photographer, but back in the 1980s, when I first took up a camera as a 10-year-old, there was no internet and Google with all the answers, no YouTube videos with tutorials. So you needed someone to guide you. And that someone for me was Mr. Torun Dash, one of Shiliguri's earliest news photographers and a versatile one at that. He took me through the whole process: shutter speed, focal length, what kind of film to use. Yes, we used film at that time, how to develop and print the same. Believe me, you guys have it so much easier today. Technology has advanced by leaps and bounds, and the influx of digital photography has revolutionized the whole photographic experience. Many years later, I think last year, with much technical advancement, when I needed another guide, someone to help me with drone and aerial photography, I found one in Rahul Sinha. So yes, in that sense, in my photographic journey, I have had two gurus who are from Siliguri. Speaking of gurus, it is good to have a guru, but do not end up disappointing him or her by being a clone. The world is huge with endless opportunities. Go out and explore. Find your own style. There is always enough space for individuality. Be inspired, but be original. Don't imitate. Many a student of photography often ask me how important it is to attend photography workshops. Having attended a few workshops around the world, I will say it all depends on the quality and professionalism of the mentor. I would be blunt to say that many workshops these days are just money-making exercises where the sole aim of the mentor is to extract as much professional fees as possible and impart as less professional knowledge as possible. So you end up where you began, with only your pocket allotted to you. But then, there are many good and some exceptional mentors as well, and a good interactive workshop can really open one's eyes, make them see the world in a new way, have a realistic assessment of the work they are doing, and the way they should be headed. As for the matter of attending workshop frequently, I would say, find your own mentor whose work and style you like and stick to him or her. Attending too many workshops with too many mentors can give you conflicting ideas and leave you confused. I extend the habit of you. We live in a world today which is deeply driven by social media, and photography cannot be immune to that. Social media brings in some instant fame. It gives you the viewership, spreads your work across the globe to a wide cross-section of photographers in a way which was impossible a few decades back. It also helps you view contemporary works around the world and gives you new ideas to experiment. These are huge advantages in my opinion. At the same time, all good things comes with its evils, and social media is no exception to that. Instant fame is not always a good thing, and the number of likes and comments can never be a true barometer of how good or bad a photograph is. It can only be an indication of a general feeling. So the bottom line is, you need to use the social media platforms in a balanced way to take the advantage it offers, but at the same time, not be totally influenced by it. The importance of developing one's photographic eyes cannot be overemphasized. Good photographers sees a good photograph unfolding before him much quickly than a novice, anticipates better and executes well. I can narrate one personal experience. A couple of years back, I was out on a walk with one of modern rays of street photography in Paris, and we were chatting and clicking casually. At the end of the day, when we were comparing our work, I was simply spellbound to see some of the moments he had captured, scenes which had unfolded right in front of my eyes. I just hadn't seen them. He had grabbed the moments even while chatting with me. This comes with hours and hours of practice. As an art form, photography is constantly evolving. Technology has a big role to play in this. The jump from analog to digital was huge. As a photographer, it makes sense to embrace new technologies, experiment with style, and extend the horizon. But at the core level, content, storytelling, competition has not changed much. So do not only be technology driven, it still pays to stick to the basics of the art. There was a time when professional photographers with professional cameras were a rare breed. It wasn't so difficult to make money out of photography. But things have changed in the last decade or so, and there are a lot more aspiring photographers hoping to make money out of photography than there are jobs available. It all depends on the genre of photography one is practicing. I strongly believe if one door closes, another opens. If jobs in media is dwindling, opportunities, waiting and passion are opening up. So if you want to be a professional and earn money out of photography, it's important to venture into genres which offer such opportunities. Also use social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook to network with the people who can offer your samples. Stay focused and do not give up on your dreams. On that note of dreams, I will hand you over for continuation of the event that all of you have been waiting for. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I will request Mr. Rahul Sinha to kindly felicitate and honor our Honorable Chief Guest for the evening of DreamAwards 2019. With our second category of DreamAwards 2019. For a wedding, looking your best is really important. The entire family goes for shopping for like several times, go it's not just about the relatives. The main attraction is the bride and the groom. So their outfits and their looks needs to be the best of all and must stand out. And our second category is about the getting ready shots of bride and groom. This category, through their pictures, will portray the stories of how a bride and a groom decks up for their D-Day. It's about the stories of getting ready, of being a bride and a groom. For the same category, our nominations are Jonah Guru, for the category of Best Getting Ready Shot, Bride and Groom. For the same category and doing the honors, I would request our guest to kindly come on the stage, Mr. Shretam Chetri, young entrepreneur and makeup artist. I would request Mr. Shretam Chetri, a very young and a well-known makeup artist of Siliguri. I would also request Mrs. Shreesi Roy, young and dynamic entrepreneur, a baker and a trader too, to kindly come on stage. I would also request Rinjit Wongmu, creative baker and a designer in town known for her perfections. I would also request Mr. Jaswinder Bindra, owner of very popular Punjabi Kadhai, creative head Punjabi caterer, cater caterers and a photo enthusiast to kindly come on the stage. For the stage category, I will proceed with the runners-up first and then with the winners. In the category of Best Getting Ready Shot, our runner-up is Vivek Chetri. Vivek Chetri, congratulations for securing position of runners-up in the category of Best Getting Ready Shot, Bride and Groom. Congratulations. Congratulations to Vivek Chetri for securing the position of runners-up in the category Best Getting Ready Shot, Bride and Groom. Moving ahead, the winner in the same category is Jonah Guru. Jonah Guru, congratulations, the winner for the category Best Getting Ready Shot, Bride and Groom. Congratulations, Jonah Guru, for beautifully portraying the journey of being ready, the journey of being a bride and a groom on the very special day. Congratulations to the winner, Jonah Guru. Thank you so much. And now I will request Shretam Chetri to kindly address the gathering once.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel very privileged to be a part of this event. It's a very commended and initiative of DreamLens. Cheers to everyone present here. Have a great time. And we as makeup artists, photographers, and it's because of them our work is documented. It has been a long journey with the Rahul part of the first time I worked with along with it learned basic of wedding and photography, and I genuinely adore his work and his personality. Thank you for keeping me around to recognize this beautiful work, and I warmly appreciate this initiative to this thing, and thank you so much. And whatever it's a written this thing, but it's my voice of my heart, and whatever which I said, it's from my word of my heart. Thank you so much, and thank you so much once again to the entire team of DreamLens. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And now I will request Mrs. Rachel Walker to kindly address the gathering once.
Hi, I think this is a wonderful opportunity, a wonderful initiative rather, by Rahul from DreamLens Films N Fotoz. It is, I would say, the first of its kind. What it does is, it not only recognizes and rewards our local homegrown talent in photography, wedding photography, but what it also does is, I think it motivates and encourages aspiring and budding photographers where wedding photography is concerned. So a huge round of applause to Rahul, and congratulations to all the nominees and the winners.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now I will request Mr. Rahul Sinha to kindly felicitate our guests for the evening. Thank you so much. And now I will request Mrs. Hanisha Thapa to kindly come on the stage and felicitate our sponsors for the evening. I will request Himalayan Darpan print media partner to kindly come on the stage. Anyone from the Himalayan Darpan, our print media partner? The Forest Star venue partner, I will request someone to kindly come and receive the felicitation. I will request Goenka Brothers gift hamper partner to kindly come and receive the felicitation. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Here we would like to quote and welcome our first jury, Mr. Rahul Prasad, who fits perfectly with the above quote. His journey has been a roller coaster ride from failing in his board exam to become a CEO of Amar Canvas. His startup Amar Canvas helps the artists far from commercial market to directly sell their art to the customer around the globe. Amar Canvas received the Best Organization Facilitating Artist Award from Indian Women and Youth Skills Foundation for their contribution towards bridging the gap between the commercial world and artists and helping them to achieve the limelight. He is not just an artist, speaker and entrepreneur, but also an author. He has signed his first book contract with the National Publication House and it will be released by August 2019. We are really honored to have him among us and therefore I would request him and invite him to kindly address the gathering.
Hello. First of all, thank you very much for having me here. It's really an honor to stand on this stage where the journey is actually started. More specifically, Rahul was the first person who introduced me in the photography section and gradually that leads on to the forward section. So, DreamLens was the institute which actually gave me the head start that future needed to the TV and Adobe and all that. So we all are here photographers. I think more specifically if I say, we all are here the visual artists. What I love about the visual art that we basically froze the time. I mean think it like this way, the photographs of weddings that you people are right now taking. Someone after 200 years are going to watch their great-grandparents' wedding photographs. Now think of the value that the person will be holding at that time. He will feel like that it is more precious than diamond. He will or she will feel like that, nothing is compatible with this thing. So you guys are making the time. You guys are frozen the time. And I'm pretty much sure if we look back in the history, we see like that paintings was the basic stamp for writing of the history, right? Paintings and books. And I'm sure after 500 or 1000 years later, when the history will be written, photographers will be the markable stamp. So congratulations to all of us. Basically, I'm a documentary photographer. I usually work with the human psychology. The way we feel like when I'm happy, when I'm sad, or the way I feel like what it can be for a depression person. So it is impossible for me to put the camera inside my head. So what I usually try to do is like to relate the physical objectives with it and try to make it more visible. So once again, thank you very much to all of the photographers who are writing the civilization's race. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we proceed with our next category, among us we have the winner for the first category, that is the wedding detail category, Vijender Pradhan. Vijender Pradhan, we invite you on the stage. Congratulations, the winner for the category of Best Wedding Detail. And I request Meenakshi Agarwal to kindly come on stage. Doing the honors for the category of Best Wedding Detail, our winner, Vijender Pradhan. Congratulations. bride, because a bride plans through her entire lifetime about her look for the big day of her wedding. She plans about her jewelries, about her outfits and hairdos and makeup. Each and every detail is taken care of for the bride for her big day. And being a girl, we plan for our big day since we understand and we gather knowledge about wedding. So the next category is somewhat describes these stories. It's the category for Best Bridal Portrait. And in the same category, our nominations are Abhimanyu Pradhan, Bhaskar Thapa, Amit Mohanto, Vijendra Pradhan, Govinda Mazumdar, Rana Mandal, Jona Guru, Manav Ghosh, Nihar Ranjan Sarkar, Vivek Chhetri, Naveen Mintz. These were our nominations for the category of Best Bridal Portrait. And for doing the honors in the same category, I will request Mrs. Sneha Lochin, the famous fashion designer of Siliguri, the owner of Ankit Sneha Lochin, to kindly come on the stage. I will also request Mrs. Tanya Sarkar Paul, famous makeup artist known for her bridal makeup and Bronze Institute as well, to kindly come on the stage. I would also request Alka Sharma, the famous fashion designer known for her flawless Nepali traditional costumes, to kindly come on the stage. I would also request Mrs. Sangeeta Agarwal, the owner of 24/7, the top bridal makeover house, to kindly come on the stage. We shall now proceed with the winners for the category of Best Bridal Portrait. Moving ahead with the runners-up is Naveen Mintz. Naveen Mintz, the runners-up for the category of Best Bridal Portrait. Anyone on behalf of Naveen may receive the award. We shall proceed I would request Shweta Agarwal to kindly come on the stage for doing the honors of giving the award to the runner-up of Best Wedding Detail. The runners-up for the Best Wedding Detail goes to Govinda Majumdar. Govinda Majumdar, the runners-up for the Best Wedding Detail. Congratulations to Govinda Majumdar, runners-up for the Best Wedding Detail. And I would request now to kindly address the gathering.
Hello everyone. I would like to thank Mr. Rahul for organizing such an event. He has taken a great initiative to organize this award function. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now I will take the opportunity and request Mr. Rahul Sinha to kindly felicitate our sponsors and partners, Radio Mishti 94.3 FM, our radio partner, Blue Cavillo Entertainment, our event partner, moving ahead. Talking about DreamLens, North Bengal and Sikkim Wedding Photography Awards Convention, DreamLens Films and Photos is a professional wedding photography and cinematography company in India dedicated to making the wedding ceremonies one of the treasured memories of your lives. Covering the nuptials in the entire India, DreamLens Films and Photos works in an unobtrusive style. As leaders and educators in the industry, we constantly experiment with new tools, techniques, and blend various photography styles to challenge our creativity and tell compelling stories. DreamLens believes where words fail, their imagery speaks. And the man behind DreamLens, Mr. Rahul Sinha. We would hear from him, but before that, today we are encouraging art, and it is Rahul sir's vision to encourage photography, to encourage art, and therefore we would encourage and we would take this initiative forward with a dance performance by Suraj and partner. I would request the dancers to kindly come on stage. This performance is all about motivation and the fight and the struggle of an artist. A life is a constant battle and a constant fight. And this performance portrays the fight, the struggle of each and every artist. This performance shows and portrays the fight of each and every photographer and we as a family at large. That was the zeal that each and every artist have inside them. The zeal to do something and make a place for them in this world, in this industry. And who knows better than the man behind DreamLens? Born in a small but beautiful hamlet of Kalimpong. Today altogether, he is a dissimilar signature in the field of photo business of entire North Bengal and Sikkim. He named DreamLens to his invisible dreams that he carried since his early days. No formal training, no degree, but here he is. He came, he saw, and he won. A photographer turned entrepreneur. I would request Rahul Sinha to kindly come on the stage and address the gathering.
don't know why. Like, this is for the first time. I don't know. Like I have talked on. I have attended various stages. You know, like. Actually, this is for the first time I'm shivering on stage. I don't know why. Maybe my feeling, you know, like it bursted out today. This is how I'm feeling exactly. And your presence just made it an awesome event today. Awesome event. So first of all, a round of applause for all the ladies and gentlemen who are present up here. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. शायद ज़्यादा नसीहत नहीं दूंगा मैं आज के स्पीच में, क्योंकि करियर का जो शुरुआत था वो टीचिंग से ही शुरुआत हुआ था, तो एक आदत सी बन गई है लोगों को नसीहत देना। आप ये करो, आप ऐसे करो, आप वैसे करो। बेसिकली मैं आज थैंक यू बोलने के लिए ही स्टेज पे आया था। Since this past 2 months till this morning, I didn't prepare for this speech, you know, because there are lots of things that I have to tell you. There are lots of things, and I'm very much like confused. I'm not deciding कि किस subject पे बोलूँ मैं, किस subject पे बोलूँ। मतलब मुझे वो ही समझ में नहीं आ रहा। इतने सारे subjects हैं। तो सबसे पहला subject तो वही है कि जो प्यार आपसे जो मिला है, उस प्यार की वजह से ही आज जो मैं हूँ, आज जो DreamLens है, वो आपके प्यार की वजह से ही है। मेरा जो मेन आज का जो विषय और टॉपिक रहेगा, that will be on art and artists. Why we did this DreamAwards 2019 and why we trained for this. I actually trained for this 4 years back. Initial stage of DreamLens, DreamLens is now 7 years old. First 3 years, like it was very tough for me to understand the business. Because I don't actually belong to a business background. So 3 साल ऐसे ही निकल गए बिजनेस समझते समझते। काफी लोगों को खुश कर पाया, काफी लोगों को दुख भी कर पाया। मतलब उस सुख और दुख में ही DreamLens बना है। काफी चोट भी खाया हमने, काफी चोट दिए भी हैं, राइट? बट शायद यही प्यार है जो हम एक दूसरे के साथ में बांटते हैं। DreamAwards 2019 करने के पीछे में मेरा जो मेन उद्देश्य था वो ये है कि आज हम आर्टिस्ट होकर के भी आर्टिस्ट को रेस्पेक्ट नहीं करते हैं। सबसे पहला वजह वो है, हम लोग पहले खुद को रेस्पेक्ट करना सीखें। So this platform, this stage is to learn to respect self, to respect our own art first. जब तक आप अपने आर्ट को प्यार नहीं करोगे, मतलब ये जो मेरा स्पीच है, ये these are for the youngsters. This is not for the mentors with whom and from whom I have learned lots of things, right? This is for the youngsters like who are actually learning from me. सबसे पहला तो हम अपने आप को रेस्पेक्ट करना सीखें, अपने काम को रेस्पेक्ट करना सीखें। जब हम अपने काम को रेस्पेक्ट करेंगे तो आप देखोगे कि बाहर वाले जो आपसे बाहर हैं, जो आपसे बाहर मिलते हैं, वो आपको काम को जरूर रेस्पेक्ट करेंगे। काम का रेस्पेक्ट ही आपका सेटिस्फैक्शन है एज एन आर्टिस्ट। यू आर नॉट हियर टू अर्न मनी एज एन आर्टिस्ट, नो, वी कैन नॉट मेक मनी आउट ऑफ आर्ट। दिस इज फेल्यूर ऑफ आर्ट। एंड जब आप आर्ट को प्यार करोगे, जब आप अंदर से आर्ट को प्यार करोगे, मनी ऑटोमेटिकली आपके पीछे में दौड़ती हुई चली जाएगी। आपको उसके पीछे में दौड़ना नहीं पड़ेगा, लेकिन हाँ, आपको प्यार करना पड़ेगा। आपको विश्वास दिलाना पड़ेगा खुद को कि आप में क्या है, वो क्या दम है आप में जिसके बलबूते पे आप आगे बढ़ रहे हो। कंपटीशन मत कीजिए, कंपटीशन मत कीजिए कहना गलत है। जो कंपटीशन है वो खुद के साथ होना चाहिए। मेरा कल के साथ मेरा कंपटीशन। You have to compete with your yesterday. You have to compete with your 3 days back. You have to compete with your what you were 1 year back. You don't have to compete with others because you have your identity. You have your individuality. जिसके साथ आपको अपना तुलना करना पड़ेगा कि मैं कल कैसा था, आज मैं क्या हूं, क्या मैं कल से बेटर क्या आज कर पाया। चाह रहा था यंगस्टर्स लोगों के साथ में कोई प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं मिल रहा था। ये लीजिए प्लेटफॉर्म मैंने बनाया है, आप लोग आइए। DreamLens वेलकम्स ईच एंड एवरी एंटरप्रेन्योर जो लोग आर्ट से बिलोंग करते हैं कि हम लोग को सबसे पहला ये सीखना है एसोसिएशन का असली मीनिंग क्या है। हम हिंदुस्तानी सबसे पहला चीज जो नहीं समझ पाए हैं दैट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ एसोसिएशन। व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज वी आर कंपीटिंग विद ईच अदर। आपके घर में आप फोटोग्राफर हैं, आपका फ्रेंड भी फोटोग्राफर है, आप मिलते हो बाहर में, हाय हेलो करते हो, लेकिन जब बिजनेस टर्म्स की बात आता है यू आर पार्ट ऑफ इट। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। जब एसोसिएशन आएगा, से फॉर एग्जांपल DreamLens in association with XYZ, DreamLens in association with Sriadam, what a great brand it makes, you know. DreamLens in association with Zona Photography, what a big brand it makes. And this is how West culture runs. हम अपने आप को वेस्ट के साथ बहुत कंपैरिजन करते हैं। मैंने कुछ दिन पहले फेसबुक पे भी डाला था कि हमने शायद स्वतंत्रता ले ली, हमने शायद अंग्रेजों से छुटकारा ही दिया बस, लेकिन अंग्रेज को भुला नहीं पाए क्योंकि उनमें बहुत सारे पॉजिटिविटी भी थी। उस पॉजिटिविटी को आज तक हम छोड़ नहीं पाए, हमने सिर्फ उनको भगा दिया बस। आज के दिन में हमने सिर्फ उनको भगा दिया। तो what we have to learn from West is the importance of association. तो वही बात है, टीचिंग बैकग्राउंड से आता हूँ, खुद भी टीचर था, नसीहत देना नहीं छोड़ता। बोला तो वही था कि नसीहत नहीं दूंगा, लेकिन अल्टीमेटली कर बैठा। वेरी सॉरी फॉर दैट। तीसरा चीज ये है जो मैं आज इस मंच के माध्यम से बोलना चाहता हूं कि हमने यहाँ पे इस इवेंट को करते हुए काफी सारे भूल, काफी सारे चूक, काफी सारे कमियां भी हमने यहाँ पे किए हैं, राइट? This is for the first time, like this is in my life, in my entire career, this is for the first of its kind in Siliguri and in my life that I am doing this kind of event. अपने बलबूते पे थैंक यू वेरी मच ब्लू कबाब भाई, आपने यहाँ पे मुझे फेलिसिटेट किया। मतलब एक्चुअली मुझे अंदर से रोना आ रहा, रो पाता तो और भी अच्छा लगता, राइट? तो जितना हो सका we have done it from our side. I expect next year it will be double than this and और भी आने वाले साल में उससे ट्रिपल होगा। आज जो ये पीछे में कुछ चेयर्स, ब्लैक चेयर्स खाली पड़े हैं, वो मुझे और भी ताकत देता है एक्चुअली। वो मुझे और भी ताकत देता है कि मैं इस टाइप का इवेंट्स करता रहूं, आप सबको आर्ट के साथ और आर्ट को आपके साथ जोड़ता रहूं। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर दिस।
Thank you so much, sir. Moving ahead with the next category for the DreamAwards 2019. A wedding is about not just a celebration, a decoration, but it's a consolation. It's of families, of relatives, but most importantly, it's a meeting of two souls. So this category is about those two souls who is the souls of this big deal. The best couple portrait. In this category, you will see how a photographer portrays the story of a couple through their pictures. The love, the affection, and the chemistry between them. And the bond, the pure love that they share between them. So this category is devoted to the couples, named the best couple portrait. And in the following category, our nominations are Bhaskar Thapa, The category of Best Couple Portrait winner goes to Jonah Groom. Jonah Groom, once again, congratulations for bagging another winner for the category of Best Couple Portrait. Thank you so much, Jonah Groom. Congratulations for securing the position of winner in the same category. আমি এখন রিকোয়েস্ট করব মিস্টার তপন কর্মকারকে স্যার আপনি যদি কাইন্ডলি আমাদের সকলকে কিছু কথা শেয়ার করেন।
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm photographer. We are not very top anything. We just want our expression to the picture. It does not need any translation. Photography is the question maker. What the people are doing now, what we did it, at that time, photography may not be such like a prestigious job nowadays. But in our time, photography was a great art. Now it can become like a earning source of livelihood. But in the early stage, it was not like that. It is a passion, it is a hobby. Being a photographer and overall pleased that such a good and great events organized by DreamLens and they felicitate me. It's a proud of myself. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are really honored এবং অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ আপনাদের সাথে কথা শেয়ার করার জন্য। আমি রিকোয়েস্ট করব মিস্টার সুব্রত করকে কাইন্ডলি টু শেয়ার ফিউ ওয়ার্ডস উইথ আস।
Good afternoon, everybody. I was getting news from the internet, from Facebook, that something called DreamAwards is coming. I had the least idea about what is going to come. Heard about people submitting photographs. I have an association and they were also submitting photographs. But I didn't have the idea that this event is going to be so grand like this. It was beyond my imagination. And all the credit goes to Mr. Rahul. So today I'd like to request Mr. Rahul Sinha to consider my contribution in the next years. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I will request Mr. Achintya Gupta to kindly share a few words with us.
Good afternoon. I feel that this is a very nice opportunity to be here with you, all the photographers, because I like the photographers, because I want to be, but now it's a long way to go for me. So many, so still the first occasion in Northeast, rather in North Bengal also. From Shodop, this is the first opportunity that this type of felicitation is going in case of wedding photographs. Please welcoming. This type of program will appreciate the wedding photographers because this is a new aspect to earn something for the photographers also. To not only amateur photographers, we especially in North Bengal, most of the photographers are amateurs, but this is a new dimension. I welcome all the photographers present here, and once again thank you for inviting me. Wish you best.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would request Ms. Anamika Rawal to kindly share a few words with us.
Good afternoon all. First of all, thank you so much Rahul Bhaiya for calling us here and honoring us in such a wonderful way. Being in this business, it's like I've been in this business for 1 year and being honored in such a way in front of all of you is the best feeling ever, and I cannot express how grateful I am to be a part of this event. Creating memories is what we all do, and we shall continue to do this forever. Congratulations to all and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now I will request Mr. Rahul Sinha to kindly felicitate our honorable guests for the evening. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are really honored and glad to have you among us today. Doing the honors of felicitating Mr. Ashika Gupta. Thank you so much, sir. Now I will request Rahul sir to kindly felicitate Mr. Shubhrata Kaur. Thank you so much, sir, for your honorary presence. And now I will request sir to kindly felicitate Anamika Roy. Thank you so much, ma'am. I will request Mr. Rahul Sinha to kindly felicitate our sponsors for the day, Uttar Ramashankar Print Media Partner. Thank you so much, sir. RD Furniture Studio. RD Furniture Studio. Someone from RD Furniture Studio. I would request you to kindly come on the stage. I now request Amar Canvas, our associates, to kindly come on the stage. Rahul sir. Thank you so much, sir. And now I would like to request Rahul Sinha sir to kindly address the audience.
फिर नसीहत देने के लिए नहीं आया. I was waiting for somebody to arrive actually. I had many things to say about few people who actually takes very important place in my life and very important place in DreamLens Films N Fotoz. Okay. And first among them is unavoidably my papa, my dearest papa. And had he got, it's like our relation, you know. We don't talk much face to face, like, but then the support that I have received from the background, the support, I always feel, you know, like there is somebody at the back, like, who is supporting me. Maybe he will not say that directly, but then the kind of support that I have received from him, starting from motivation, starting from everything, you know, dad is your ATM, you know it. And whenever you feel empty pocket, you ask your dad something. Because this is how it goes. Because बेटे बड़े ही होते हैं पापा के उंगली से, पापा के उंगलियों को पकड़ के. So शायद मैं स्टेज पे फेलिसिटेट तो जरूर नहीं करना चाहूँगा पापा को, वो गुस्ताखी होगी. स्टेज पे आज मेरे साथ में स्टेज ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, बहुत ही अच्छा लग रहा है. आशीर्वाद. And now, there's a small story, you know, how DreamLens started actually. I was used to be a teacher, and जिन के चेहरे में देख रहा हूँ, फिर बार-बार बहुत कुछ बोलने का मन कर रहा है, बोलते ही रहने का मन कर रहा है actually. So, I was a teacher, and then there was something inside, you know, like graphics designing करता था, pencil drawing कर लेता था, photography आ गया मुझमें actually. मैं तो विलेज से बिलोंग करता हूँ एक्चुअली. अब वो जाके वो मैं जहाँ से बिलोंग करता हूँ वो टाउन अब बना है. We actually belong from a village, a small place, a small town of Kalimpong. Okay, did my schooling there. Thanks to my school, that school से मुझे ताकत मिला. वो जो ताकत होता है, ये जो स्टेज पे खड़े होने का ताकत भी मुझे स्कूल ने ही दिया. आज सामने में किसी के सामने में दो बात बोलने का भी ताकत जो है स्कूल ने ही दिया. So thank you very much my school. Once there was a, like, you know, dark phase that was going around in my life, and एक इंसान था जो मेरे करीब हमेशा रहता था. मेरे पॉकेट में 2 रुपए का कॉइन बचा हुआ था उस दिन. किचन में चावल था, मतलब I was never down कि आज नहीं खा के सोना है टाइप्स. No, I was going through scarcity, 2 रुपए in the pocket, and then I called upon that person. दादा, कुछ करना है लाइफ में. The scarcity has given me lots of things. Scarcity has given me power, you know. And that person is our only beloved Raja Puryani sir. So I would like to call Raja Puryani sir up on the stage. वो 2 रुपए का कॉइन पकड़ के मैं जिनके साथ में अपना दुख और सुख शेयर करता था, he is that person actually. Thank you very much for being there in my life. Please be seated. And there is one very important person to announce. फोटोग्राफी बस शुरुआत हो गई थी मेरी जिंदगी में, किसी भी तरह से. पता नहीं था क्या करना है. पॉइंट एंड शूट कैमरा खरीद लिया, एंड देन आई थॉट कि शायद मैं फोटोग्राफर बन गया. लोग कहते थे कि बहुत बड़ा जूम वाला कैमरा लेना है तो बहुत अच्छे फोटो आएंगे, मेगापिक्सल ज्यादा होना चाहिए. Then I ran to Hongkong market, collected around, like, you know, I had some around 14,000-15,000 in my pocket. Went to Hongkong market. तब Hongkong market में काफी सारे कैमरास मिले करते थे. Some around, like, around 2010-2009. एक 22x वाला जूम कैमरा ले आया, and then I thought कि मैं शायद फोटोग्राफर बन जाऊँगा. लेकिन ऐसा तो होता नहीं है. आपके पास में सिर्फ हथियार हो सकते हैं. आपको हथियार चलाना आता है, इसका निर्देश आपको ही करना पड़ता है. आपके पास में बड़े से बड़े गाड़ी हैं, लेकिन ड्राइविंग अच्छी आती है वो आपको ही निश्चय करना होता है. समय ने सिखाया, एक्सपीरियंसेस ने सिखाए. करते करते हम रूम शेयर करते थे. एक दादा है हमारे, एक there is a person very close to my heart, very close to my life, who actually came forth and with his money, and he gifted me one DSLR for that instance of time, because I don't know what he saw in me. वो जो नशा दिखा, शायद उनको कुछ दिखा था. And that person is our only beloved Surendra. Please come up on this stage. वातावरण में दोस्ती मिल गई थी मुझे, पास में कैमरा भी आ गया था, खुद में थोड़ा नॉलेज था, उससे मैं आगे भी बढ़ रहा था। सीखना था बिजनेस, सीखना था बिजनेस। बिजनेस करना, लाइफ में काफी कठिनाइयों को झेल करके भी आगे बढ़ना, एक आदमी से सीखा हूं जिनसे एक्चुअली सिलीगुड़ी का करियर की शुरुआत हुआ है। उनको तो मैं कभी भूल भी नहीं सकता हूं। वेरी क्लोज टू माय हार्ट, आर निर्मला आचार्य सर, प्लीज कम ऑन दिस डे। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच मेरे ड्रीमलेंस के एक्चुअल हिस्ट्री को सुनने के लिए। ये शायद मेरे वेबसाइट में भी नहीं मिलेंगे, ये मेरे शायद प्रोस्पेक्टस में भी नहीं मिलेंगे, मेरे प्रोसेस में भी नहीं मिलेंगे, ये मिलेंगे मेरे दिल के अंदर। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Good afternoon, everyone. I just came on stage a little while ago to accept a felicitation on behalf of Uttar Bengal Sampad. So presently I am associated with Uttar Bengal Sampad. My editor is also here. But as Rahul said, my association with Rahul goes back a very long time back, 15 years I guess. When he was in second year of college, I was just back in Siliguri after quitting a corporate job and wondering what to do next. I started a institute to prepare students for CAT exam, where I was one of the teachers, Rahul was one of the teachers, Raja was one of the fact at that point of time. So it's been a very long association. We have had our highs and lows, our paths drifted apart. But yes, after a long time, we have connected back again. And when I see Rahul, and when I see him, I actually, the realization comes that we are getting old. You know, the Rahul I remember was a kid. He is a guy with a white beard. So it's very heartening to see that people with whom you have struggled during the formative stage of your life, doing very well in life. I congratulate him, wish him all the best for his future. Thank you so much.
If you look down 2 years back, photography was never considered as a hardcore profession. But look now, it's a profession and people are coming and achieving wonders in the profession, in the field of photography. To know and talk more about photography as a career option and wedding photography as a profession, we have an entire session devoted for the discussion of the same topics by our experts this evening. X-Talk, the Experts Talk. For the same session, I would request our speakers to kindly come on the stage. I would request Mr. Rahul Basar to kindly come on the stage. I would also request Mr. Shubhra to kindly come on the stage. I would request Mr. Chino Pune Lepcha to kindly come on the stage. I would request Mr. Shubhra Shah to kindly come on the stage as well. And for the topic, we have photography as career option and wedding photography as profession. And the session shall be conducted by Mr. Ganesh Sharma. I would request sir to kindly come on the stage.
Hello everyone. I'd like to welcome our speaker for the evening. Welcome, sir. So, firstly, talking as a considering the scenario, whole scenario in India, my first topic of discussion would be the prospect of photography as a career in India. So, I want to know from Rahul, is photography a good career option?
Okay, so practically I'm a business person, right? So I will just talk about the money that whether there is a money in the wedding photography industry or the photography industry or not. So if you currently look at the statistics, you can see that the current valuation of wedding photography right now in India is $40 to $50 billion market, and it's a proud thing to say probably that we are the second largest market in the world after the US. That is in US $70 billion right now. So definitely there is market, but what's the problem is right now is that it's very much scattered. So that is the main way to make it possible to make it grow.
So, a person who wants to make a photography as a career, so what are the things that need to be considered?
See, when you are saying the photography as a career, there are so many sections that you practice. So it's gradually depending on the section that which section you are going to practice in the future. So as it's a wedding photography ceremony, definitely I will talk about the wedding section. So definitely there is a big market as well as big scope as well as big opportunities. But again I will say more it's important to be the great photographer first then coming to the market rather than the random people who are just entering into the market and destroying it. That is the main problem right now.
Next question. I want to know from Subrata Kasha, considering the present scenario of photography in our region, what is the thing that present generation is lacking in terms of photography?
I think photography is an art form. Like all art form, photography has to be learned from something, from the teacher, from an organization, from the internet, whatever. You have to learn photography. But what I noticed in North Bengal or in mostly in Siliguri, regions like this, people don't consider learning from the camera, from pictures, from the newspapers, from any sources which tell us about photography, about the technical aspects as well as artistic, creative aspects. But some people are of course there who are considering this kind of things, but mostly almost everybody I would say, because I'm associated with many people, many photographers, most of them consider that already Rahul said that the most important thing is the camera. I also in the same line, I believe in the same line as Rahul said, camera is the least important thing. The most important thing is your creativity, your way of thinking, your way of handling the device. That's the most problematic thing.
Sir, as you mentioned, importance of training and course in photography. So I would I want you to elaborate more on that. What be the form of course or the training? It should be like a regular thing, or you can associate with someone and learn. So what should be the process of learning?
I think the source is not important, but our eagerness to learn. Source is everywhere. Today, the sources are in our pocket. You can get everything from here. I have learned many things from Google, from YouTube. There are of course some institutes institutions or organizations who teach photography, teach the art of photography, but you can, if you have the desire to learn, you can have everything around us.
So next question to Subrata sir. Sir, we want to know, as you are the pioneer of wedding photography and commercial photography in North Bengal and Sikkim. So, how you define wedding photography as a career? Wedding photography as a career? Career.
Good evening, everybody. Well, wonderful evening. Enjoying it thoroughly. Photography as a career is very much there. But I would like to add on to what my dear friend Subrata was just saying, is that we do see a lot of guys nowadays who are, since I'm into, apart from the photography, I'm also into the camera training segment also. So we see a lot of youngsters buying cameras, even high-end cameras, taking some pictures of some cousin's wedding, some friend's wedding, and out of thousands of pictures, there are some good pictures, and those have been posted on Facebook, and then a lot of wows and oh great and fantastic photography happens, and the next day you will find a new photography page is added on Facebook, so and so photography. That is something that is a matter of concern, because guys, I see there are so many people I know who are into photography without knowing photography actually. It's very important that you have to learn photography. Okay, your camera is very up to date, very modern, and you press a button and a good picture is taken, but that's not all. There has to be a passion about it. Passion is very, very important. The love for the job, what you want to do. You want to become a wedding photographer, fine. But there is a certain method, you have to learn. Like he said, learning is very important. You have to learn and come. And if you are good in your job, if you are satisfied yourself that what you are doing is good, success will be behind you. There's no need to worry about that. And money, if you keep on thinking about the money part first and the other thing later, then that lies a problem. If you excel, you have to excel in what you do. And to excel in what you do, you have to be passionate about what you do. You have to love the subject, what you're doing. So if you do that, whether still photography or video photography, as such, as a whole, wedding photography, that is very important, that you do your job passionately with all your love, and success is there for you.
Thank you, sir. So, as you mentioned that in our generation, people are lacking because of they don't know what actually they want to do.
No, not all. I said some.
Yeah, some are lacking because
there are some wonderful photographers here. I can name a few. Jonah is there. He does a great job. I've seen some of his work. I've designed some albums for him also some time back. There are wonderful photographers around here, and especially the talent around here, Siliguri and surrounding areas, are absolutely fantastic because I get to see the images while printing.
So, like for someone who wants to be in this field, so what would be your suggestion and the guidance to them? How you would like to guide them who wants to enter this field of wedding photography?
Yeah, see, it's all about, like again I'm saying, it's all about learning. Like he said, you can learn from people, you can learn from Google, you can learn from your peers who are there, you can learn from your seniors around. Like Rahul was a wonderful teacher before he became fully into this. And there are people like him around that you can go and ask, okay, this is the problem, what do I do, how do I go about it? And I'm most glad, happy to help him out. So you have got to ask questions, you've got to, ask. People who know, okay, चलो ठीक है, जाके पूछ लेते हैं क्या है, so बताइए सर ये प्रॉब्लम है, let's do it. Question करो, ask करो.
Thank you, sir. My another question to Rahul. So, what is the role of social media when it comes to photography as a business or as a career? How social media plays the role?
Okay, that's a wonderful question because right now this is one of the burning things that is going on in the media or social media. So I would like to know that I was the Spectrum second batch student. So the day when I started photography from Spectrum, I remember the first day when I came back home, I saw like that at least 10 people from the batch started their photography page, starting like this, ABC photography, VCD photography like that. And I assure you like this, after 10 years or after 97 or 8 years, they are vanished. See, when we upload a picture in Facebook, the people who are watching the picture is our friends. They are never going to say like, okay, this is a bad picture. And more importantly, the people who are watching the picture are the proper judge. I mean, are the photographer. I mean, what are the experience they had in their social life over the photography. So whenever I meet some people who are telling me like do these all things, I always suggest them like be the photographer, then make your name as a page. You don't need to add a tag like I am a Rahul Boshak photography or Rahul Boshak tag. You be that name itself like the other people is currently internationally doing. Be that name that itself is saying that you are a photographer. And if you want to showcase that photography, you don't actually Facebook at that time also destroy your photo quality in some of the way, that is also true. But definitely this is the most important thing. I will most suggest that dream for your own portfolio website, dream for your own book and go and showcase it to the proper people. That is the thing. Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rahul.